I used to love Godspell. I used to love that show, man.
Oh, did you?
Day by day,
Remember
day
that
by
song?
day. Oh, dear Lord, see thee more clearly, day by day. Ah, we got to write a tune for you guys. Um, okay, so we were working on what is that important page, which is the Fate and Flam page out of Murray Spivack's library, and you did nicely, right? And I don't know if we have it on camera, but at the end, after we were hanging out, you were saying, "Yeah, I didn't realize this is a lot different than what I thought it was. I just thought that these motions were in traditional. These motions are like for things like playing really fast triplets or singles, and it's starting to occur to you that we play everything with a particular motion, not just which is cool, right?
Right.
But this is how we play strokes. This is how we play doubles and roll strokes. There's a particular methodology, and it's about learning how to make notes going in both directions, not just down, which is typical of most techniques. Everything's down. And then with this technique, we're making notes on the way up and down, like a violinist. And back in the day, they used to keep the fiddle down by the hip, and
Okay.
they only go in one direction. And then somebody got the idea. It's like, well, wait a minute, and realized that you could go in both directions and play a long tone. And so we're thinking, as drummers, we're thinking in those terms. Okay, so that's where this upstroke is so hip, right? And that means that we're moving a lot less. And it also helps, as Murray would say, explain everything. It makes playing a lot simpler because everything just has a particular motion. Once you start to get the motions, you can play most of everything. I mean, depending on how well executed the motions are. So that's what's happening here.
Question I had.
Yeah.
I think I mentioned before, but and maybe especially on traditional grip, I don't know. When it comes to a drum kit and you have to play on say a tom-tom where the head is very loose, you can't rely on rebound. Will your grip or will this technique get you through that to be able to play, because maybe you're learning to be sensitive to what little rebound is there, or is it just something you just have to get used to?
We broached that topic last time.
Yeah.
No, that's why this is so cool, right?
Right.
Like playing not quite like playing on a pillow, but where we learn and we come to understand how the system works with regards to this technique. And in fact, any technique. I mean, if there's no force being supplied by the surface, how can you rebound? You have to have a surface if you're going to get a rebound, right?
Right.
It would be like air drying. It'd be like trying to get the stick to rebound in the air. It won't happen. We rely on the force. But what we learn is on a pad that doesn't have much rebound, we learn pretty quickly. I can get 2 rebounds, depending on how much force is being supplied. You might only be able to get 1 rebound, only be able to play a double, and your body will tell you right away. Right? You'll know, but that's why this technique is about not relying on the rebound. That's why this technique isn't down, down to come up, down to come up, down to come up, the free stroke thing.
Right.
That's not what's happening here. We actually lift the stick up, which is counterintuitive to a bunch of folks. And I understand, it's not a religion. You want to play that way, that's okay. But like you said, what happens when you're on soggy tongs? You got nothing. Now you're just gonna have to go to this technique.
Like you hitting a wall, hit a roadblock.
That's right.
If you're doing a solo, all of a sudden you go, oops.
Right. So yeah, and that's why Buddy Rich would talk about the importance of it all being in the wrist, and that he would recommend practicing on a pillow, right? And we've done some practicing and playing while you were on your towel. So you should and you should go out with one of these pads, you know, maybe the same color as your cool new stand. That's a nice stand. I like that stand better than mine.
Oh, thank you. Yeah.
Well, that's what I should have. Those are kind of mid-weight stands, and they're perfect.
Right.
Although you might want to move it just a little so I can see your left hand better. You don't want it too much in front of the shot. But yeah, very cool. Now, so let's just. I want to keep moving.
Okay.
But if you pull out page 9, pull out page 9. Oh yeah, they're gone traditional with you. So
Let's see. My pages don't have numbers on them, so I'm just trying to close this out.
You should number them. It'll help.
Yeah.
What you'll see is it'll be the stroke. It's the page after the page we just worked on, the flam and faint page. It's the flamadiddle. I have it as page 9.
Okay, I got drag paradiddle.
And at the bottom it says the open flam, which is what we worked on, even though on the flam page it's the close flam.
Let's see.
Essentially, I was just helping you to learn how an alternating flam will ultimately become an up and down stroke, or the Murray Spivack single stroke.
Oh, flamadiddle, open flam at the bottom.
That's it.
Okay, got it.
Okay.
Okay.
So, but let's just, this page I think is perfect in that we can just take a look at the open flam again. Now you were able to get that up to like 80, you were at 40. And I explained to you that at really slow speeds, it doesn't make sense to play an upstroke. You'd end up waiting in the air. And we don't, in this technique, we don't wait in the air. It's up to come down, okay? So what we have, and quite frankly, you know, to this day, this is what I do when I go to work on any, most strokes that have an accent or involve a throw. I'll just start, because you got to get your throw, right? You've got to get this throw. What leading with the wrist does, coming up like that, yeah, coming up like that. You know, I'm not a medical doctor. I don't understand well enough exactly how the body works. However, there is a certain quality you get if you lead with the wrist. Essentially, the quality you're getting is it feels like a wrist turn. This feels like wrist, but it does something too. It leverages up the arm in a way, so that there's this really neat feeling. And I get the same feeling on this side. I get the same feeling on this side. Right? So, and for me, the idea of it, I don't think it's correct to call it exaggerating, although if you're not used to doing it, it feels like you're exaggerating. But we leave the bead down longer than you think. So we start to get this feeling. Really start to get, you can really bring that up. There, that's a good one. And you start to feel that thing that you can see Dick Wilson demonstrating in that video that I recently put up. So, if we're going to play the open flam and alternate it, see, I had you starting at 40. The flam and faint and flam and stroke, I had you just playing those with no metronome. Sometimes that's beneficial. But so what we want to get is yeah, okay. So here's the gig. It's not bad, right? I mean, this is all really new to you, so it's actually really good with that understanding. But see, we want to leave the bead down longer with this 3-finger grip. There's this little thing that is going on. It's this little grip, and it's really all you need. And we go up like this. More. Yeah, you see, now you've really come up, right? You've leveraged the arm up, and you've got that 3-finger grip, and you're a little open. And then when you come back down, it closes. Yeah, but see, you see, it didn't come back to where it started. So we're just going to get into the throw for a minute, right? Which we work on for a long time. Can't stop my metronome. Yeah. So what we want to do is get to here. Now, just do this with me. Put this stick on the surface. Let your arm hang for a sec. Bring it up. Just sitting there, right? Now, even just leaving the bead on the surface. We're just going to go up. See, the arm may have moved, the elbow may have moved just a little, but not much. We're not going. Just goes to here. Still kind of almost hanging. Yours is a little further out than mine. Come back down. See, your arm is next to the body, right? Your elbow touching your body.
Yep.
Feel it? It looks really good. 3-finger grip. If you roll up, the elbow just comes away. Murray would say maybe, depending on how high you come up, it just comes away for like 2 sticks, the width of 2 sticks. It barely moves, right? Yeah, it just comes. It's not glued to your, and you're not holding it out. It's just natural. So it'll come out a little. And we go up a little more. Right? So yeah, and relax your shoulder. I feel it inducing something all the way up. It's like a chain reaction. Right? And then if we just roll back down without making a note, now the elbow's back to the side. It might come out 1 butt end's width as you go up. One up. See, yours is coming out. Look how much yours is coming out. Yeah, see? Now you feel a little more stress here, don't you?
Yeah.
This is taking the brunt of the load. And then what we do is we want to cock this to the ceiling higher than you think. So you can see my hand. And as you see my hand start to up here, you'll notice that the forearm goes down. One up. Yeah, I like that. Right, so it's a big cock to the ceiling. See, that's wrist, wrist. That's really good. Okay, so now you're going up with less arm. It's more wrist, and you're definitely showing me the wrist here going up, and then you show me Then you show me your wrist turn because I can see the hand, the inside of your hand on the way down. Okay, it's really good. On the left, this is where the two are kind of similar because we're not just rotating, or Dick would call it a turn, but we're going up very similarly. Now, Dick would say that, and we have it in the crotch of the thumb, and there, just like in the right, there is a little bit of a release, tiny, because we're holding on, so not much is going to happen. But there, the fingers can relax, right? So we're getting the squeeze and release. It's an important part of this technique. And you see we're up, kind of like we were here, right? And they feel similar. And I leave my shoulders nice and hanging, because it's almost like you've leveraged them up. It's quite fascinating. And then you're going to, like that. See, just like in the right, you have to really turn to the ceiling. No, you got to turn more. Like that. And then wait at the bottom. Don't yank it up. Stop there. Stop there. See, that's it. That's really good. So if we could do that in time and just throw. You got to cock to that ceiling. This is a big, there you go, whack, whack. It's nice and relaxed. Everything falls. It's nice and relaxed. Okay, now what happens if we want to make a little tap and play a flam? See, that throw can't go away.
That's right. Oops.
Here you go.
Oops.
Nice and easy. There's not a lot of stress. All that. And as a big guy, you have extra weight to throw around. If you want to think of the body as being part of the weight, but you have all this hunk of muscle, bone, and flesh all coming down, adding to the impact. Okay. So let's see, where are we here? See, at that point, it's barely an upstroke, right? See, I haven't gone up. The other hand has time just to make a tap. So the other hand has a time to just go like this. Take a little tap. Or in the left, it makes just a little rotation or a little tap. Don't forget to cock your wrist to the ceiling. You're losing that part of it. There it is. Nope, you didn't cock to the ceiling in your left. Way up. Don't hit yourself in the face. But it has that kind of quality. All right. So now, see, I'm not feeling much of an upstroke at that point. Now at 52, let's see what happens. Up, here it's within reason. It's within reason to introduce the upstroke. Up, 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 up. That's what we're looking for. So what will that look like? Do you have a metronome there? Or is it beautiful? Look at you. Oh my goodness.
What speed?
It's like my old Dr. Beat or something.
It is.
Cool. Is it an old Dr. Beat? Oh, I'm jealous.
DB88.
That's great. That's cool. Yeah, I believe they're probably pretty hard to find now. So metronome at 52.
Okay, got it.
Okay. You got this, you got your setup.
Wait a minute, I got something.
I know you can give you all kinds of subdivisions if you.
Yeah, I'm trying to get rid of them.
I miss my Dr. B. Mine was a different model. Great. My old friend.
No. Been so long since I've used this, I don't remember how to do it.
Well, you're going to have to play with up a little closer. But you know, even if we have to have the subdivision, although sometimes those little sliders can control the volume of subdivisions. If you slide them all down, then maybe will it go away?
I set them down, but they were still,
Still ringing out. Huh?
I don't understand. No.
That's like Lost in Space, you know? It's like old school.
Guess I can do it tomorrow.
That'll work. Okay, so that's 52. Let's see. Is that 52?
Oh,
Seems
sorry.
faster.
I must have missed.
There you go. Click. Click. That should be 52. Click. 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 It's okay. Don't worry about it. That's fine. You figure out how to use it. But for now, click, 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 click. So that's speed. We're here. Now it's a little slow, but we're at a point where you could make an upstroke. So what would one hand look like? Ah, 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 ah. You have to make the up. Tap, row. No, the tap is on the way up. You have to point down. Okay. Now remember how I had you throw really pointed down? I called it an exaggeration, which it isn't. Yeah, you have to tap and look like this. There it is. See, when you go up, you're a little more relaxed, you're a little more open, and then everything closes. I could pull that Dick Wilson's bag. Yeah. I'd really be pointing down, but it's not looking too bad. Here's the pad that I made myself with a proper sound chamber, not a proper sound chamber. A real sound chamber would have an aperture that was wider at one end. See, but what you're getting is it's kind of lost some of its bounce. You know, this. So that's why I don't typically use it very much. Okay, so you got
My battery just went dead. I just put a new battery in it too.
what's that?
It's run by a battery, and the battery just went dead. And my metronome.
Okay, so next time to get the battery, or yeah, okay. So we'll use mine right today. So we have up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. See, we just see when we make a little tap, it just goes up. Right? We can follow that up a little bit. So we got loose, tight, loose, tight, loose. Look how high I'm cocking. It's almost like this, isn't it? Yeah, so break it down, just for fun. Just make your tap on the way up. Come on up, or tap and just follow it up a little. Okay, now cock to the ceiling. What does it look like? No, don't play. Have some fun looking at. Is it a 3-finger grip? Not bad. Is the stick touching the palm or not?
Yeah, right here.
But it shouldn't be. If you watch the Murray Spivack video, Louis does it too. He goes up so slow it's touching. Then Murray has him, says, and now it's away from the palm. And Louis physically, see, if you came up slowly enough, maybe it wouldn't come away from the palm. There's no momentum. So Louis, who comes up so slowly, is touching, and so Louis moves it away a little. No, let's break it down.
Okay.
You gotta get this. This is like huge. We'll be working on this for a while. Okay, so if we come up to here, right? Remember, your arm shouldn't be too far away from your body. It's only like a stick's distance away. There you go. Come up a little more. There you go. Now what we're going to do is we're going to just remedially cock to the ceiling and have the butt. Now, in real time, look, you see the forearm does start to come down, but it's not all the way down.
Okay.
So show me, what does it look like from the side? Yeah, it looks good, right? And then you complete your turn to the surface. It's pretty good. So now we want to try to get all of that in real time. Open, a little openness. See, I've opened. See, I've opened just a little. Tap, and I'm a little open. Very little. And then on the way down, it closes. See the middle finger come to the palm? And it's just this finger grip, and it comes to the palm. It'll help you feel it. You want to have that action in your hand. So we're going to make an up and a down. Up, down. Up, down. Up. Gotta come up, dude. Look at me. Look at me. How up I am. Look at this. Sticks like this. There you go. Don't do it with your arm. Don't do it with your arm. Just come on up. Give me this. There you go. Cock to the ceiling and let it collapse. Unravel. No, you have nothing to unravel. If you only come up this much, we're making a big accent right now. But you got to come up, so there's something to unravel. And now you have something to unravel. Like, that was a really good one. So make a tap on the way up. There it is. Now what does that look like in the left? That's really good. What does that look like in the left? See? Not bad, see? See how much you have to unravel? In the left, it seems easier, doesn't it? Have all this to unravel. It's easier to get this angle, isn't it? And then you have that to unravel. And you're a little open. See the hand's a little open. I have it here in my thumb, crotch of the thumb. But we're a little bit open. And then it closes. So it goes from open to close. Tap, up, down, loose, tight, so to speak. Open, close. That's really good. Now, can you coordinate them and get them together? Really, look how much I'm talking in my right. Look how much I'm unraveling. This whole thing's going to unravel, just like you did it with one hand. Got to go up. No, you're making extra notes. It's just a tap that goes up, 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 gotta go up, up, and the left. Let's just do it one way. Make a throw in the right, and we're gonna go up in the left. Watch. You can even start here, I don't care. And you're gonna go up. You gotta get up here. This is remedial. No, in the right. Come on, something to unravel. Stop with the arm, just like that. And the left is gonna make a tap going up just ahead of it. Up. Oh, gotta get this. Oh, there you go. Nope, start again, just one way. We're just gonna make a throw on the right and go up on the left. Gotta go up right away. Up, there it is. Up. Gotta point down on the right. You gotta point down on the right. No, you've gotta point down and make a note. You've done it a few times. It's gotta go up right away. Watch, it goes up. Watch the left. Up. Then the right, watch. It goes, sorry. It goes up. It's gotta go up.
So.
No. Just show me what the left will do to make an upstroke. Wait, just the upstroke. No, the upstroke, you have to learn the terminology. I get it. The upstroke is this. Yeah, do it again. Just the upstroke. Okay, now make a throw on the right and precede it with that upstroke in the left. Oh, oh, right before. This guy, I know. You've done it a few times. So say the word up and go up. Go up. Up. That's up. Yeah. Up. You're saying up, but it's not going up. The up is for the hand that's closest to the surface.
So
let me see how I can get this across. Hold on. See, I like the idea of just making a throw on the right and going up in the left. That's it. See if you can do that. There, stop. Do it again. Just now come back down. Okay, see? Flam is an up. Up. Now go the other way. Now the right has to go up like that. No, it has to go up. No, it has to go up. No, show me what the right up looks like. Almost, that's the left. But it's the right pointing down. No, it points down. Like the left. See how the left pointing down? The right has to point down. Left's pointing down. Show me how the right points down. Show me how an upstroke looks in the right. Like that. See, you're pointed down. Just like in the left. So make a throw on the left and do that. There it is. Now go the other way. Point down. Point down with the right this time. Beautiful. Point down. Point down. Come on, just point it down. Go on the right. Point. Oh, stop, stop, stop. If I say stop and you're like this, just point it down. Come on. The right's got to go up, pointed down. And the left goes up, pointed down. You see the left's pointed down. Point down. No, point down. Point down. Don't do anything. Just point down. Now go to the left and point down. Now on the right, you're going to go up and point down. Down. There it is. Up in the left. Point down. Point down. Point down. Point down. Come on up. And point down in the right. There it is. Like copy the left. Point down. Point down. No, down, down. Like in the left. Point down, down, down. Point down. I sound like this. Point down in the right. Down. 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 There it is. Stop and just have a minute like that. But just look at you, the thinker. Perfect statue. Look at you. Come up even more. Just give me no, in the right. Just point down a little more. See, your left goes up like that. You're just doing this. You're just doing this. Aren't you? Yeah, there you go. All right. You need to work on that. Just that.
Okay.
Just that. You got it. It takes a minute, but you got it. It takes us all a minute. So what speed are you? Yeah. Yeah, you should just work on that at 52. Put the metronome on. You can practice without the metronome. It'd be a good idea for you to have the metronome on as well. I'll leave that up to you, right? And you're just over and over, and all it is you can do it not even playing. That's all you're doing. Kind of, really, isn't it? Pointing down, pointing down, pointing down, pointing down, pointing down, pointing down. That's what we're doing. We're always moving around, as Richard Martinez likes to call this, the fixed point in the universe. We're always moving around this little spot, right? We're not using our arms like Moeller. We're not shoving down. Guys make all kinds of throws. I'll just turn on the TV and watch the drummer in whatever video is being played. MTV's not so predominant anymore, but you can watch everybody's drummer, everyone playing. I like the old, if you watch the Ed Sullivan show,
Yes.
it was back when a lot of guys were playing traditional, and some of the guys just played great. Like a band you've hardly heard of, and it's like, look at that. They found a way to play loud, right? So, we haven't worked on the single strokes exercise, have we? Just playing singles?
I don't think so.
Okay. Well, this will be interesting for you psychologically, from an intellectual point of view, and from a physical point of view. So pull out. This is the last page, page 25. You need a metronome for this, but you need a metronome for everything. So, your metronome doesn't have a power plug, huh?
Well, I don't have.
You're used to.
I'm surprised how fast it went down. I just put the battery in shortly before we had our lesson. So I don't know if it was an old battery or what.
Yeah.
Anyway, is this one where it says single strokes and it goes from 5 to 15?
That's it.
Okay.
I thought my Dr. Beat had an ability to,
It does have a place to plug in. I don't know where the cord is.
But, after enough years, that plug disappears. That cord ends up in a drawer somewhere.
Yeah, I'm afraid that's what.
Or in the old days, you could go to Radio Shack and they'd get you another one, but
Yeah.
one line or just get a good battery. I use rechargeable batteries for my Zoom because my cord, I didn't lose it, it broke. So I have to use those rechargeable batteries, go to Rite Aid and pick up, it come a little package, you get the battery size and it'll come with the charger. Be another way to go. All right, so this is kind of cool. Quite brilliant, actually. So what we would do, and we'll see what speed we can get this to, but we put the metronome on at 40. You able to hear that?
Yeah, I can hear it.
So what we do here, and depending on your facility, we'll see how fast we get this going. But the concept is really a huge part of it. So you'll see that 1, 2, the first iteration says 5.
Yes.
And also says 3. So you'll notice right, left, right, left, right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Or just counted the one hand, the rights, there are 3 rights. So you could count it 1, 2, 3. And then it goes the other way. Each iteration, each pass starts and begins and ends with the metronome. Right? So we go like this. 1, 2, 3. Sure. See what happened? So it's 1, 2, 3, and then it goes the other way. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, now this is a singles exercise.
Okay.
That doesn't involve any throwing.
Okay.
So you know this thing we just worked on, where you leave the bead down, and then you have something to unravel, isn't that how they throw a baseball? You don't throw a baseball like this. You got nothing to unravel. This is how you throw a hand grenade or shove a hand grenade. Too much weight, you pull your arm out of the socket. You take it back and you shove it. But with a ball that isn't as heavy as a hand grenade, you can leave something behind. Look, see? I like watching sports, you know, tennis, the throwing of a baseball. See, I've left something behind to unravel. Right. If you bring it all up in one unit, you got nothing left behind. No, see, you don't have anything left behind. Go ahead and throw a ball. Up, wouldn't you be forward? The wrist would be facing like that. Come on, it'd be here.
Right.
And when you bring it back, everything comes forward. Right?
Right.
Okay. We're not doing that here. We're just learning to, in the right, we'll call it a turn. In the left, we could call it a rotation. So it's 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, and you're going to play to my metronome if that's possible. Let's see.
Okay.
Okay, now what you want to do, not bad, what you want to do is eliminate any arm. See, if we're going to make a throw, we leave something down so we have something to uncoil. If we're not going to make a throw and we just are going to turn our wrists, we don't want to keep we don't want to play like this. It's really corny, man. Maybe for crescendo strokes, it goes in a direction that looks maybe a little more. We're not holding our wrists tight and shoving with our arms. Everything is a wrist turn. It's a wrist turn. It's a wrist turn. It's a wrist turn. Right. Hold on with your 3-finger grip in the right. It's good. And then the left. It doesn't go up and down. The arm doesn't go up and down. It just turns or rotates. See? It rotates. See? See how it looks? And always come down, down, stop, down, down, like that. Now thinking like that, and the right always stops down. So we're just going to go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Good. Now the next one's going to be a little faster. It's going to start with the metronome and end with the metronome, but now we have 3 and. Now we have 6. 1 and 2 and 3 and. 1 and 2 and 3 and.
Oops.
Oh, you have to get the sticking. It's going to end on the opposite hand now. That's it. Count out loud. 1 and 2 and 3 and.
1 and 2, 3. Yeah, I can't have them. 1 and 2, 3 and.
No, 1 and 2 and 3 and.
1 and 2 and 3 and.
Beautiful. No arms.
And 3.
You got it.
1 and 2 and 3 and.
You got it.
And 2 and 3 and.
Really good. Okay, now we're going to 4. Now we're going to 4. It's going to have to be a little faster because it has to fit in more notes with the metronome. So now it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, and it'll land on the same. Will it land on the same hand? It will. 2 and 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4.
See you. Now it's gonna. This was over, and now it's going to be a little faster, and we're going to end on the opposite hand. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and
1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and.
Okay, now we're going to 9. It's going to be 5. It's going to be a little faster. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
1 and 2 and 3, 5. 1 and 2 and 3, 4, 5.
Don't pump with your arm in the left. Turn or rotate. Don't give me this corny stuff.
1 and 3 and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2 and 3 and 4 and 5. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5.
Start left. Stop with the arm. Stop bumping with the arm. Just turn. There you go.
2 and 3 and 4 and 5.
Yeah, it's nothing.
2 and 3 and 4 and 5.
Now we're going to 5 and. It's going to be faster again.
1, 2 and 3 and 4 and 5.
4, 5 and. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and.
1, 2, 3, 4 and. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and.
It's going to get a little faster. And what we do when it gets faster, we don't get tighter. I'll tell you, that's something we don't do. Gig is you don't get tighter. You just turn faster. You don't have to do anything. Just leave your grip as they were. Down at the floor, right? We're nice and flat starting. No arms. What are we at 6?
Yeah.
We're 6 now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Look at you. Now it's going to get a little faster. Don't get tighter. This is slow. Nothing. Now 6 and. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and.
7. Hey, you're not supposed to be able to finish the chart the first time through. We'll try though. Okay, now 7. See, I want to get set up first. I want to make sure my grip is, check it out. I'm down nice and flat. I've got my 90-degree angle. Shoulders are relaxed. I'm down at the floor, parallel, 1/2 inch bead to butt end, both sides. Got my grips together, holding it in here, resting on the first finger is just wrapped around the stick.
Okay.
Got three finger grip over here. 4th and 5th have essentially nothing to do with it, right? And now where am I? I'm at 7, so I just want to relax. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, see, there's no time for arms, is there? There's no time for arms. It'll just make you. It'll slow you down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's just. Okay, 7 and setting up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and. Oh, good, man. No, got to end on the opposite hand if it's 7 and. A little faster count.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and.
You got it.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and.
You Got it.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Hey, we're at the end of the chart. We're at 8. Here we go. Let's see if we can do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3,
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That was a good one.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Woo! Got to end on the left. Come on, I'm not letting you off the hook.
3, 4, 5, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Dude,
4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
look at you.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
You're playing the last page of the Spivack library. At 40.
I see where that challenge is of just doing the wrist strokes, because I can feel the tightness sometimes because some of the arm is trying to sneak back in or whatever I think it is.
Very good. Self-awareness. Also, at some point, I mean, if we were to play this at continually, and I was going to have you playing the last iteration over and over and over, at a certain point, you should get tight. It's a human body. And that's where the Spivack motions come in.
Oh,
Because we can start to relieve the tension. You see, we start to relieve what's happening here. See? Loose, tight, loose, tight, loose, tight, loose, tight, loose, tight, loose, tight, loose, tight. Tap, 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 tap. It also changes the quality of the thing. We can play it with no accidents, but you see, I'm relaxing now. Relax tight, and here it's just that tension will build up, and we'll need to
release.
But we'll need to somehow relieve whatever lactic acid buildup has developed, right?
Right.
So let's see what this technique does. It'll keep you loose as well. So
that's why I guess that's when Louis was saying, I heard him in the video says you can play and never get tired. He says, I never get tired playing. Well, I was playing, you know.
Well, it's cool that you're actually listening to and really watching those videos and memorizing some of it. The other thing that I remember reading, I don't think he says it in the video, but Louis says, when most guys are all petered out by the third set, that's when I'm just getting warmed up.
Wow. Wow.
Turning off the camera.